What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another Dragonflight video. So, Blizzard just released a couple of blue posts featuring a lot of nerfs. So, that's what we're going to go through in today's video. And if you guys like these videos and my Dragonflight gold farming videos, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because that way you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. And we're so early on an expansion that you definitely don't want to miss out on anything that's potentially broken. So make sure you subscribe. And in today's video, we're talking about like leveling nerfs. There's supposed to be reduced lags in a lot of the areas, like Azure spam was a major issue. And also, they made a blue post about BOE epic items. That's going to be very interesting to dive into. Now, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has picked up the 0 to 10 million gold guide. The support has been so insane, and so has the feedback, and I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying the Dragonflight updates. And updates is a key word, because if you do get the guide, it also comes with a lifetime of free updates. So the people that bought the book over 2 years ago are still getting the updates, and so will you for any future expansion. So make sure to check it out. And remember to use discount code Dragonflight for 50% off. So you'll find it in the description. Now I'm going to show you guys the Wowhead posts of the blue posts. So headliner says Dragonflight hotfix December the 6th, nerfs to leveling via crafting, reduced lag at community feast. So we're gonna skip the class changes, because they're not really that interesting, at least not to me. But item and rewards, there's one thing right here for gold making that's very interesting, and that's this line right here. Adjust the drop rates of rousing ire across all forms of content in general. Gathering should be providing substantially less, while participating in instance PvP should be more rewarding. So basically what people did was they put on war mode and they went out, they picked up flowers, and they gave him a lot of the rousing ire. Now, this has been nerfed, as I think is only fair, because if you think about it, it should be obtained while you do PvP. And like picking flowers with war mode on, it's you're not really meeting that many people, and if you are, like, everyone is just minding their own business, and no one is really after fighting each other. So I think that's fair enough. I really do. And then we go down further on to something that's very interesting, and that's this one. This has been a big issue. The Azure span, everyone knows it. It's been lagging like absolute crazy. It's been so insane. Like, you could barely do anything in this zone. So they made some back-end changes to community fees to reduce lag. So hopefully that's going to be enough. Like, hopefully we can do our gold farms, or just level our tunes, do our quests, do anything in this zone without having all sorts of delay and lag. Now, professions. This is a big one. The number of first-time crafts that grant experience has been reduced to 30, was 60 in the past. And then the dev note saying, we've made this change to better support gaining XP from crafting during leveling, while minimizing the incentive to take on several throwaway professions just to level yourself faster. Now, if you guys weren't aware of the tactic, basically on the beta, you could level to like level 68 in like 2 hours or something like that, because the XP that you got from crafting, like just leveling up your crafting, was absolutely insane. Well, it wasn't that bad, even though they nerfed it in Dragonflight when it released. It wasn't bad. People were going from like level 68 to level 70 in like 5 minutes, as long as they had everything prepared. It was stupid. So everyone that has like every single class at level 70 was doing this. They leveled their tune to 68, and then they buy all the materials needed for every profession to craft one of each item. So they would like pick up blacksmithing, craft one of each item from blacksmithing, then they would just throw away blacksmithing, pick up leatherworking, do the exact same thing, and the XP was really good. Now that's been cut in half. So obviously, I completely agree with this change. I do think it's cool that you get experience while you're crafting, right? Because like I understand that Blizzard, they want you to work on your professions as you level, right? Like you did back in the days. Like you got your blacksmithing up, like shit. Now I can craft this cool helmet that I can equip myself, and it's actually going to be an upgrade. But like when everyone is just dumping professions to get those first crafts in, it doesn't really make sense. So I don't mind this change, but please let me know what your thoughts on this is. And then the big one, which opens up for a lot of questions, and it's this one right here. Blizzard has announced that BOEs will drop as BOP on Mythic Raid for the first few weeks of Dragonflight Season 1. Now, let's address the big elephant in the room, and that is BOE World Drops. The game has been out for 18 years. There is not a single expansion that has released in those 18 years that hasn't had BOE World Drops, right? And usually they get data mined not at all or super late on the beta. There was BOE Epics data mined on Dragonflight. It was the same patch as the raid was out though, but it didn't seem to come from these mini bosses that can drop BOEs in the raid. So I just assumed that when the raids came out, they would also add like a batch of BOE World Drop Epics. Now, the reason why I thought so was because, well, obviously they're not in the game yet. And also, if you look at like Shadowlands, when they released the raid, they added a new batch of BOE Epics to the world. So right now, though, that could still happen because basically what Blizzard is saying is that for the first few weeks of Dragonflight Season 1, items that would have been bind and pick up on lower difficulties will drop as BOP. So, like, if you do the raids on Heroic, BOEs will still drop. They just won't drop on Mythic quality. But in all the other lower difficulties, they will still drop as BOE. So I still think there's a shot that hopefully Blizzard adds BOE. I mean, there's only upside. World drop in BOEs, lower item level than Mythic. It's not going to be like pay to win. Very few people would like do like top end Mythic rating will want to buy these BOE epics. But it's great for the community as a whole. Like the people that get them, the excitement of getting them, the fun of farming for the BOE epics, and then you have the inflation part of it as well. Even though the auction house fee isn't massive, it's still, if you pick up an item worth 500,000 gold, you put it up on the auction house, someone else buys it for 500,000 gold, and then the auction house cut, and you have some sort of inflation as well. Not a good argument, but like it's one. I just think it's a lot of fun with BOE epics in the world. It's like the thing that I'm the most excited about when a new expansion releases is to get to max level, unlock the world quests, and then just go ham and farm for epic BOEs. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. So it's kind of a bummer that they didn't introduce BOE epics from the start. But at the same time, I understand why they didn't. Because they introduced this fancy new crafting system and they want people to use it, right? So it kind of makes sense. They want people to place an order for an epic that they need rather than just buying it off the auction house. So that's 100% why they did it, even though they haven't really given us any information on why they dropped BOE epics, like open world. So hopefully they will come with their raid. Now, that was it for the news so far. And remember, these are just the news and the hotfixes that was put in the blue post. Now, whenever Blizzard nerfs any gold farms, they never let us know. We just gotta figure that out on our own. So I'm gonna need to go and check out to see if any of the big boy gold farms have been nerfed. Because what typically happens is, let's say that they nerf the best farm right now in a 2x4, we can kill like 10,000 mobs an hour. Then if they nerf this one and a bunch of the other cloth farms, it pretty much means that the price of cloth should go up. So you can make a fortune buying up those materials. And the same thing with a lot of different items. So you can really make a lot of gold if you're fast, and fast keyword once again. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll be notified of any major changes and any news. That's it for today's video though. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at the next video. Until then, bye-bye.